Hi, my name is Katie, and today in class we learned chapter 4, Walking with Lust. Is it chapter 4 we're doing? Yeah.
Yeah, chapter
I
4.
am Katie, and I am the driver of the session, and I'm here with Tom, who is my navigator for the session.
No, no.
Okay, so we want to create a list, and we want to call it favorite pizzas, which is defined containing three variables of the pizzas. So my favorite pizzas are pepperoni, Hawaiian, and veggie. And we want to print each pizza name. So a loop iterates through the list and then prints each pizza name. Let's see when I run it. Over here we can see it printed out the three pizza flavors that I like, and then we want to print a new line. So a new line of character is printed to separate the outputs over here. This is what it actually means. We want to print a new line, and then we want to print a sentence for each pizza. So over here, there's lines of code. We want to print a sentence about each pizza. So basically, another for loop iterates through the list and prints a sentence about each pizza expressing the love for it. So as we can see over here, it says, I really love pepperoni pizza, I really love Hawaiian pizza, and I really love veggie pizza. And then moving on, we've got creating a list of numbers. I won't explain the other stuff because it's like I'm explaining the same things over again. So over here by 4.3, we've got numbers. And we're going to create a list of numbers. So the code uses the range function to generate a list of numbers from 1 to 20 and assigns it to the variable numbers. Over here. And then we've got print each number. So a for loop iterates through the list and then prints each number. So for number in numbers, print number over here. So basically we want the terminal to print number. Oh, I have it already. But we wanted to print numbers between. Which one was it? We wanted to print numbers between 1 and 20. The reason why it will only go to 20 is because 21 is like a wall, so it doesn't go to the next number, if I make sense. Does it make sense, Tom?
Yeah, doesn't go to 21.
Yeah, it
It's
won't go
20.
over to 21 because 21 is like a gate, basically.
Yeah.
And then we've got our next few lines of codes creating a list of numbers. So over here, we've got a function that generates a list of numbers from 1 to 1 million and assigns it the variable numbers. So as you can see over here, we're supposed to generate it to 1 million, but because we have 1,000,001, the 1x is a wall, so it doesn't go over. So it will have to generate 1 to 1 million. And then we've got print the minimum number, the min over here, the minimum function finds and prints the smallest number in the list, and then we've got the print the maximum number. So the max function finds so the max function finds the prints of the largest number in the list, and then we've got print the sum of all numbers. The sum function calculates and prints the sum of all numbers in the list, as we can see over here. So the minimum number is 1, the maximum number is 1 million. Did I make an error here? Oh, and then over here, it prints the sum, which is this number over here. And then we want to create a list of multiples of 3. So let me just find this. So 4.7, we want to create a list of multiples of 3. So basically, the range over here, the range function generates a list of multiples of 3, starting from 3 up to 30 inclusive. This list is assigned to the variable 3's. So as we can see, we've got the range 3, 31, and 3. And then we want to print each number. A for loop iterates through the list 3's and then prints each number. So over here, this will be basically printing each number. In summary, so this code creates a list of multiples of 3 between 3 and 30 and then prints each number in the list. So over here, when we just find it, as we can see over here, this is what it does. Okay, and then moving on, we've got cubes by 4.8. So basically, here we want to create an empty list. An empty list is called cube, and it is created to store the cube variables. And then we have, so here we want to generate cubes, sorry. So a for loop iterates through the numbers 1 to 10. For each number, its cube is calculated using number times 3 and then appending to the cubes list. This line of code that I was explaining. And then we want to print each cube. So another loop will iterate through the cubes list and print each cube value. So this will print each cube value over here. So when I run that, I will find. So in summary, the code will create a list of cubes of the number from 1 to 10 and then print each cube value. Yeah. The values will be 1, 8, 27, 64 over here. So that is what the cubes have been printing out using the value number 3. And then moving on, we've got slices. So over here, we're going to create a list of numbers. So this line creates a list of numbers from 1 to 10 and assigns it to the variable slices over here. And then the first slice, the code slice 1 is 3, extracts the portion of the list starting from index 1 to index 3. So this means that it will include elements at positions 1 and 2. Because remember, 3x is a war. Am I making sense so far? And then we've got our second slice. So the code slices 3 and 6 over here. Extracts a portion of the list starting from the index 3 to 6. So this means it will include elements at position 3, 4, and 5. So basically, slicing in Python uses the syntax list start to end, where start is the index of the first element includes and end. The index of the first element will exclude. And then the slice 1 to 3 gives you the elements indicating 1 and 2, which were 2 and 3. And then the slice 3 to 6 gives you the elements that indicates 3, 4, and 5, which are 4, 5, and 6. So when we run it in the terminal, here is the code that should be displayed as it is displayed over here. Okay, and then moving on, we've got let me just see something. My favorite pizzas. Dot append. Okay, I'm skipping that one, so go to 4.12. So over here we've got 4.12 more loops. So basically, here we're going to create a list of our favorite pizzas. A list called favorite pizzas is defined containing the 3 types of pizzas. So basically, here are my hold on, favorite pizzas. Um, hmm. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong code. So over here we created um a list of our favorite pizzas: pepperoni, Hawaiian, and veggie. So over here, and then we want to copy the list. So the friends pizzas over here, basically this list is created as a copy of the favorite pizzas using the slicing. So this means that the friends pizzas start with the same values as favorite pizza. Let me just see. And then moving on, we've got friends pizzas is equal to favorite pizzas. Over here. And basically, this list is created as a copy of the favorite pizzas list, including the slicing. So this means that the friends pizza starting with the same value as the favorite pizza. And then we've got add a new pizza to each list. So favorite pizza, meat lovers. So over here, when we take a look at this code, the append method adds meat lovers to the end of the favorite pizzas list, and then the append method adds pesto to the end of the friends pizzas list. So as we can see over here, and then moving on, we want to print my favorite pizzas. So a loop iterates through the favorite pizzas list and prints each pizza with a formatted string. So over here, print my favorite pizza. So over here, this is the code that I was explaining. And then we've got print friends pizzas. A loop iterates through the friends pizzas list and it will be formatted and prints each pizza with a formatted string over here. So when we run it in a terminal, we can see over here, sorry. My favorite pizzas are pepperoni, wine, and veggie, and meat lovers. And then my friend's favorite pizza are pepperoni, wine, veggie, pesto. Everything makes sense so far. Control. Um, Menu items. So 4.13, we've got a tuple. So basically, here we're going to create a tuple of menu items. A tuple named menu items is created containing several items, as we can see over here. And then here we want to print out menu items. So the code prints a message indicating that the menu items are available, then uses a for loop to iterate through the menu items tuple and prints each item. As you can see over here, and then we've got sorry about that. The update the menu. So basically, a new tuple named menu items is created with the updated items replacing the old tuple over here. And then we want to print the updated menu item. So the code prints a message indicating that the menu has been updated, then uses a for loop to iterate through the new menu items tuple and prints each item out, as we can see over here. So basically, the tuple is an immutable sequence of elements, meaning once it's created, its elements cannot be changed. Here, menu items is defined with a set of items that redefined with a new set of items. The for loop is used to iterate through each element in the tuple and then prints it using formatted strings. So that is basically it for chapter 4. Any questions?
No,
Tom?
all good.
Okay.